No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen, eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Gone! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit!
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Gotta go!
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Gallman. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Move. Gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And he'll get that out to Ronald Jones, the rookie. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is the rookie from USC, Ronald Jones, his first NFL carry. And he stopped immediately there. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
On 3rd down, Trubisky forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. It's not often that you get 19-year-olds that enter the NFL, but this guy is absolutely special.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll begin with a run by Gallman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this. Lock in. Lock in. Gotta go. Gotta go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's got his man, Boyd. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Gotta go, gotta go.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. That shoves him off at the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Burton, 38 yards. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. But we haven't been able to. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Here's Gallman. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go play action with Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So 1:56 to play in this first half. More from the desert after this.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. He completes it right side to White. Muscling free near the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 41 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Completes it to Davis. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! No, check, Patriot! Patriot! Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Rosen on 1st down. Flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Lucky 56.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. And they'll throw it with Rosen. Being chased out left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll check in for the 1st time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one goes for 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
He'll get it up the middle. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Gotta go.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Burton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give them...
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. Left side here, caught by Clay. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Leopard. Gone, gone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now a toss play. This is White. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. James White taking it in from a yard out. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
The drive begins with a handoff to Gallman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands. But he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else. And
he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the interception by the Redskins D leads to a touchdown. Well, it's a Gruden family trait to be aggressive, and Jay's going to go for two here. A toss running left. That's White, and he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So out now come the Cardinals. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack, but see how they attack him here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Lock in, lock in. Gotta go.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's got a moonwalk. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into...
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Burton with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from taking the lead. Zerline now for the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen, escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Again, it's Cohen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Buying, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On second down, here's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Hands up. Hands up.
This is Gorman. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
51 to fight, boy, 51.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Gallman will run it. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Here's Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete a run like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And they can't bring him down. A huge play there for Washington. 71 yards. So that effort there gets them into field goal range, but a field goal does them no good here. They need a touchdown to win this ball game.
And that's exactly what the defensive coordinator is thinking right now. Yes, they gave up a big run. Now there's hope for the offense. They still have to score a touchdown to beat them. He's going to dial up something right now to protect his goal line.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run. This is White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
He'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Trubisky to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
We're go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go. Red, up.
Throwing now is Trubisky. Caught here by Conley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
We go. You see it?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And the Cardinals win it. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Arizona, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.